Okay, here we are. We have contact spotted by the watch crew. After several days of being on patrol. Ah, there they are. Is it just the one? Just the one ship. Let's have a look at her then. So, what is she? Not entirely sure. Is it just a... There's no escorts or anything like that? Nope. Okay, cool. Right, so we can take our time. We've got a single ship. No, we haven't. Look, there's a flag in the background. I think that she's hiding somebody behind her. Right, let's lock onto her. And let's get her angle about. Ah, yes, there we go. The other ship has popped into being, as it were. Current angle about is... Let's get that on there. And then we can adjust this. 35. Angle about will be 35. Lock that on. Track. Good. So let's get her identified. Let's see what we can see actually. Let's get the periscope up. And get her identified. What is she? She's a... Is she a Liberty? No, she's not Liberty. She must be one of the C-class ships then. She's C3. 3 masts at the front, 2 at the rear. Yeah, she's a C3 freighter for roughly around about displacement of 7,800 tons. Nice. We'll recognise her. Let's get... If we zoom out a little bit, let's get her range. Nine cables, and we'll just do her speed at the same time. So our patrol orders were to visit this sector, sector DH, and sink 4,000 tons. We could complete our actual minimum patrol request via this one ship. Not quite sure what's behind her. Obviously you're starting to see the ship behind her now. Could be just an Empire trade ship. Six knots, 6 newts. Good. Right, so we got that locked in. We've got the range, 6 knots, lovely. What is her... Length is 145. 145. Nice. Okay. Well, that's all locked on and tracking seems to be okay. We've got a little while before we need to fire. Happy days. Torpedo-wise, we've got a T1 steam in tube 1. In 2, which is being preheated, we've got an electric T2. T1 in 3, a steam T1 in 3, and a steam T1 in 4. Okay. I'm thinking this may take two torpedoes to sink. So with 145 length configured into the system, that's given us a 4 meter dispersion. So if I flood, say, well, hang on, we've got 30 knots. So I get tube 1 at 30 knots, that's fine. And we'll get, yeah, tube 3 flooded, 30 knots as well. So dispersion is going to be 4 meters. Or is it 4 degrees? Go on, tick over. There we go. Okay, which calculates with that. So we should get good hits. with a 2 torpedo spread, which is probably what this type of ship would require to sink her pretty swiftly. Having a look in the background, that is Empire Lawn. Okay, what is she? Obviously we're an Empire ship, clearly. There you go, she's an Empire Belle. 5,000 tons. So she doesn't have any deck guns, so yeah, she's a secondary target, so we can always use the deck gun on her. But this one, as you can see, has got 3 deck guns at the rear, 2 further deck guns on the front, and it's probably got some 50 cal or some yeah, anti-aircraft style guns as well, which they could probably turn on us at any time. So we don't want to get too close to her. Although saying we don't want to get, we seem to be drifting a little bit closer, but we're probably a nice range actually. So we'll just keep an eye on this. Almost in position to fire. It's now says angle of bow is approximately 60. Let's just get this recalculated and see if that is correct. That is now, oh, if I get the actual that to the straight, angle of bow is now 68, is that right? Yeah, 60. No, hang on, that's not quite there. It's there. 65. And we're on 61. Hang on, let's just dink that a little bit more then. There you go, 65. Recalculate the range, as it's changing all the time. And we are ready to fire. As soon as the gyro angle comes around. Almost there. Fire!
Los!
Feindliches Schiff wurde getroffen.
First one is struck. Serious damage. Second one struck the rear of the ship. Fantastic. Stern and a forward hit as well. That, hopefully. I can even hear the alarm bells going. Fire's breaking out all over the place. She is listing already. I think she's just going to roll, is she? I think, yep, they've abandoned ship. She's gone. She's gone already. Look at that. A nice 2 torpedo salvo shot. And there's a C3 freighter sinking to the bottom in seconds. Nice. Now, this Empire ship will be fully aware of something something serious amiss in the area. So, expect her to be ducking and diving. Let's get her angle of bow. Yeah, she's already changing her course. The Empire Longstone sunk for 8,400 tons. Boom, look at that. That is a good haul. 95. 95. Track that. I'm tempted to do her speed again because there's a good chance that she may have starting to gun her engines. So we'll do another speed check. I know all the time the angle of the firing angle is getting worse for us, but think this is going to be a
Rohr 4, bewässern.
steam torpedo. Probably calculate for 40 knots.
Rohr 4, fertig.
Tube 4 is flooded. Nice. Four knots. Okay. See, her course has changed. Let's just get her angle of bow is now 89. Well, that's actually working in our favour. Okay, 90 degrees. 40 knots. 4 knots distance. We can fire anytime. Fire.
Los!
As she goes past the lifeboats of the other ship. Okay, it was a good hit. She is burning quite profusely now. I think it could be just a wait and see with this one. Yeah, that fire is looking pretty horrible. They'll be doing very well to get that back under control. The whole bridge section is alight. She definitely is sitting lower in the water.
Rohr 3 geladen.
Oh, I think she's... I think this is a sit and wait, and if she needs a little bit more encouragement to sink, we'll surface the boat and use the deck gun. Okay, and she slipped beneath the waves. Right, scope down. 2 good kills there. And it turns slightly to the side, obviously it's... Right, let's get those radioed in to the BDU, so they know we've done some good sterling work here with 2 ships sunk. And then we'll continue on our patrol, see if we can find any further contacts in this area.
Rohr 4 geladen. Tanks anblasen! Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy. Wechseln auf Dieselmotor. Jawohl. Legen Sie den Kurs an. Ei, ei, Herr Kaloy. Schneller, schneller! Legen Sie den Kurs an. Jawohl. Station.
The cry goes up. The watch team has spotted smoke on the horizon. We have the silhouette of a ship sailing away. I think it's just the one. No, there's two. Scan the horizon. Okay, we got another two-ship convoy, it would seem. Obviously, both look to be trade vessels, which is good. Is there a third one? Doesn't appear to be. Right, so we've got two further ships sailing away from us. Right. What we'll probably do is try and get a bit of distance to the south of them then, and we'll try and anticipate their projected route, and we'll try and to make a wide berth around them and speed in front of them and try and set up an ambush. So we'll go do that, and hopefully if we get it right we can bring it back when we're about time to set up an attack run on these two ships. Cool, I'll see you in a few. Okay, the boys have done us well. We've got ahead of them now. We get torpedo tubes. We don't need the aft tubes, to be fair. All systems are looking good. They've done us proud. We've got ahead of them. Got some stew bubbling away. The crew is still relaxing as we approach the ambush point. So we've got ahead of them. We've set up the ambush point. We're just going to go slow down now, dive down to periscope depth, and then we'll get old Big Red on these, already on the hydrophone, to see if he can find the contacts and make sure that our predicted course was reasonably accurate and we can find them again. So let us go down to periscope depth.
Wechseln auf E-Motor.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Oh, the prediction was okay. We found them. Coming from where we thought they would. About 50 to 60 degrees. Ah, brilliant. So there's one there. Okay, they're still together by the sounds of it. Can't distinguish the two ships. But we know they're coming in from bearing of 60 to 70. Somewhere in that location, which is good. So let's head on to the attack periscope and see if we can plot some attacks on these two ships. Okay, knowing that they're coming, let's head to the periscope then, and let's see what we can find. Right, periscope up. They should be coming from... Oh, there we are. There they are. There they are. Right, what we got? We've got... Oh, it's French. Oh, what's that one? French as well. Oh, well. Never mind. French it is. Lots of cheese going to be sent to the bottom, it would seem. Right, let's lock onto her. Let's get that into blue mode and that's into free mode. Right, so first off, you can see our predicted course wasn't a million miles off. That's pretty good. Quite happy with that. Angle bow to start us off. We are here. Will be 34. Right, so let's get 30 4-ish. Can't see her now. There she is. Or is it getting a little bit choppy? Let's get her identified straight away. What is she? Obviously another Empire class ship by the looks of it. Possibly an Empire tower. It's difficult to say actually. Which one? Empire. No, it's not an Empire Bell. Yeah, it's got to be an Empire Tower. Because you've got the mast, the radio mast, or that's just a mast, isn't it? So she's about 5,200 tons. Nice. We'll recognise her. We can get a speed check done. She looks like a 4 or 5 knotter. Yeah, it doesn't have any names painted on the hull. Never mind. It's all good. It's all good. Five knots. Look at that. 5 knots. Good. Range. Range then. Range. And she is approximately 14 cables from us at the moment. Good. Right, what do we got in the tubes? We've got a T2 in tube 1. Right, so let's get that set back to 30. We'll get T2 flooded. In fact, I'm going to 2 torpedo shot. So she is 111 meters. There we go, 111, it's 110 and 111. It's going to be a 1.9, that's perfect, yeah. That'll do, pig, that'll do. And everything else looks to be ticking on nicely. A bit of time before that comes on. We've got 5 knots, 5 knots, yeah, 30, 30, good. We are set up to attack. We're going to let them come on a little bit closer. We'll do some double checking, some more recalculation, just to make sure, you know, as it gets closer, the margin of error we can narrow down a little bit more. So we'll just wait a little while and prepare for the attack. Stand by. Okay, they're almost ready to attack. Let's do some final calculations then. Just double check everything. So angle about is 85 currently. And that is ticked round to 80. Oh, a bit too much actually. About 85 there. Good. Let's get the range recalculated. She's come a lot closer. Lovely. And we are almost good to fire. Final calculate check on this. Angle about 90. Perfect. 90. Perfect. Stand by to fire. Oh, that's gone up to well, I'll go 3.5. Obviously, as she's come a lot closer, you can fire them with a greater dispersion. Fire! Tube 1 away. Tube 2 away. Then we'll concentrate on the second ship. Fingers crossed. Deep breath. You often find when you fire, you let out the breath you didn't realise you were holding in anticipation. Come on, let's get some Trevors, please. These are running at 30 knots, so they're not as fast as the last lot we fired, but still. Every moment that ticks on, you think, ah, we've missed.
Torpedoversager.
It was a dud.
Feindliches Schiff wurde getroffen.
Okay. Good hit with one torpedo, and we had a dud with the first torpedo. Okay, she's got some damage. She's burning. She may be one we finish off with a deck gun. Right. Let's see if we can get a shot away on this one. This one's turning. Her angle of bow is 105 currently. So, if I lock onto this one, her angle of bow is currently 105. Let's get her identified. Let's get the periscope up a little bit more, so I'm not constantly losing visual. She looks like an Empire Belle to me. So we'll get her recognised. Empire Belle is 100 meters length and around 1,400 ton. No, I'm looking at the wrong one. 5,000 tons, 98 meters length. Okay, right. Let's get her range. There we go. 17 cables and speed. Oh, I wonder if the other ship is sinking. Lots of notifications. The extra identification could have been, you know, escape rafts in the water. Let's get tube. What's tube 4? Tube 4 is a T2. Let's get that flooded. Tube 3 is currently being heated up. Single torpedo shot at this one, which is fine. And if we snag her or don't hit her at all, or we hit her and she doesn't sink, we'll be surfacing and using the deck gun to finish one or two of these off, depending on how it goes. There we go, 4 knots. Right. Yeah, she sunk. The other one has sunk. Nice. Didn't see it because obviously we are calculating for this attack. 105. Lovely. Right, 105. There we go. We can fire when ready. Fire.
Los!
Tube 3 has now become available. Oh, and as the wave covers the screen, we have a hit at the stern of that ship. Just snagged the rear. Often the rear can be one of the weakest points of the ship. Just see if that fire increases and water increases. And we may not necessarily need to surface and attack with the deck gun. She does seem to be sitting low in the water, doesn't she? Maybe she's just heavily loaded. No, I think she's gone. She's gone. She's not recovering from this. You see any life rafts? I can't. Yeah, they could be on the other side, of course.
Wechselmotor.
Okay, here she is. We've just surfaced the boat, manned the deck gun, and she's seems to have a lot of air trapped in the bow of the ship there, which it's just preventing her from sinking. So we're just gonna let some air out, and hopefully that will encourage her to sink, and we'll get credit for the kill. Some good shots down by the waterline. Maybe we should go for one near the bridge. I don't really want to fire on deck, but she's gone. There you go. Just need to let a little bit of air out. And apparently she's sinking. Yes, there she is. Rolling over. Under she goes. Fantastic! Another kill to add to the logbook of U-564. Good stuff. Okay, and back in port, we check in with the BDU, and they give us a lowdown on our patrol. Mission summary: rewards 20,000 budget and 33% reputation. Tonnage sunk 20,788 tons. Time 17 days, 17 hours at sea, and distance travelled 21,601.8 nautical miles. We sunk the Empire Longstone C3 freighter for 7,847 tons. The Empire Lorne Empire Tower freighter for 4,297 tons. The Empire Tower freighter 4,093 tons, and a second Empire Tower freighter for 4,551 tons. Easy for me to say, it would seem not. Distance travelled was 1,070 within the patrol zone. That was confirmed. And we had to sink 4,000 tons of enemy shipping. We sunk 20,000. Nice. That is a good job. Well done. We're going to leave it there for now. Thanks ever so much. We're going to get the ship resupplied, ready to go out for a second patrol, and we'll pick this up again next week for U-564's weekly patrol log. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.